series. Let's see how this one flies. Miley and Hedman bringing the field to green. Green flags out. We're underway. Jared Miley rocks to the lead here. He'll take the early lead. Hedman falls into second. Jinko third. Track fast. Matt Tiff's got to run on the outside of Jinko. Tiff's let it hang on the high side there. Jinko fires back on the inside. Tiff holds on to that third spot. Miley pulling away from Hedman a little bit. Tiff's got the 57 car rocking on the outside. He'll take the third spot. Jinko in fourth. The track is very fast here tonight. A lot of moisture. Miley's ripping the lip. Hedman's now reached to the outside. Tiff now in third, gets a little bit sideways. Jinko fourth. Douglas Eck rounds out your top five. Very heavy track here for the heat races in the No Run Collision Center super late models. Just like that, halfway, 4 laps in, 4 laps remain. Car flipping over in turns 1 and 2. Matt Tiff in the 57 doing a barrel roll over in turns 1 and 2. Safety crew over there. Driver climb out of the car, always a good sign there. Give him a round of applause, folks. Matt Tiff there taking a wild ride in turns 1 and 2, able to walk to the ambulance. That's a very good sign. Green flags out, we're back underway. Jason Jinko uses the high line to his advantage. He'll take the second spot over Bumpy Hedman. Jinko now in second. Jinko started third, gets by the B22 Bumpy Hedman. He'll try to close in on the jet. Miley's running that top lip there. Bumpy Hedman fights back on the inside of Jinko here. 2 laps to go. Miley's got a good sized lead. Battles for second on the track. Bumpy digging down on the bottom. Jinko fights back on the outside. They're side by side going down the backstretch for second. Bumpy temporarily gets the second spot. Jinko fights back and takes it back. White flag in the air. Miley's got this one under control. Jinko's got the second spot. Bumpy's going to fall back to third. Douglas Eck with a good run there in fourth. And window picking to round out your top 5. Miley takes heat race number 1 for the No Run Collision Center Super Late Models. Douglas Eck in the 4 was fourth. Bumpy Hedman will have to settle for that third spot in the B22. Jason Jinko in the 29J was second. And your winner in the 10, it's the Jet, Jared Miley. Bazell and Hess bringing the field to green here. Bazell fires between the cones. Green flags out. Andy Bazell take the early lead. Hess going to go right to the top shelf. Bazell blocks the door here. Hess takes it to the top side here. We got Brayton Santee with some more smoke coming out of the 9. And Greg Oaks takes the third spot. Bazell leads lap 1. Hess in second. Oaks third. Santee fourth. And Wanzer's going to round out your top 5. Fast-paced laps around here at Erie. A lot of grip on the track. Dave S. Jr.'s got to try to reel in the 12B of Bazell here. Andy Bazell going to come out of turn 4 and put lap number 3 in the books. 3 laps in, 5 laps remain. Halfway in this one, 4 laps in, 4 laps remain. Top 2 cars pulling away from the field here a little bit, letting them eat on the top side. Bazell's going to come out of turn 4, 5 laps in the books, 3 laps remain. Does Hess got what it takes here for the final 3 laps? Both drivers running the same line here on the outside. It's the place to be. Two flags in the air, 2 more times around. Wands are going to take the 01 car to the pits. Will he get off? Yes, will stay under green. Andy Bazell's got the slower marked car in front of him. Dave Hess Jr. takes advantage, gets to the inside of Bazell. Delahoy the meat in the sandwich here, but Dave Hess makes it stick down on the bottom. New leader going to turns 3 and 4. Gonna pick up the feature win coming out of turn 4. It's Dave Hess Jr. Hess picks up the win. Andy Bazell finishes second. And the big tree, Greg Oakes, will take third. For the Mill Run Collision Center Super Late Models green flags out. We're underway. Mike Knight's going to take the early lead. Daryl Bosser goes into second. Ryan Scott had a rough start, worked his way back to the third spot now. Scott now in third. He'll set his eyes on the 22B of Bosser. Knight's going to lead lap 1. Knight's starting to pull away from the field here. He's ripping a lip on the top side. Bosser up on the top side. Don't usually see him up there, but Ryan Scott's down the bottom. Good race per second. Bosser stays true to the top side. Ryan Scott tries to make the bottom work. Bosser holds on his second here. 2 laps in. Another battle shaping up for the 4th and 5th spot. Bob Dorman and Doug Eck battling for 4th and 5th. Dorman's now in the 4th spot, Eck in 5th. Mike Knight has checked away from the field here. He's going to come out of turn 4 and get the halfway point here. 4 laps in, 4 laps remain. Bosser's in second. Ryan Scott in third. Scott's got the 0 car flying around here. He's putting some heavy pressure on the 22B of Bosser. Ryan Scott all over the back bumper of Daryl Bosco in turns 1 and 2. Scott slips up a little bit there. He'll fire back on the outside. Scott stays true to the outside there, gets right up to the back bumper. Catching him's one thing, passes another. 2 laps left to go here. Mike Knight's got this one in hand. Daryl Bosser's doing a good job there, staying in second. Ryan Scott third. 4th is Bob Dorman, and Doug Eck will round out your top 5. White flag in here one more time around for Hollywood. So Ryan Scott in 0 finishes third. Daryl Bosser in 22B second. And your winner in the 9K, it's Hollywood, Mike Knight. final heat races of the evening. I believe green flags out, we're underway. Hauser throws it hard in turns 1 and 2, loses the handle. Peterson with nowhere to go runs into Hauser. Bobby Rohr with a good-sized lead on this one. 2 flags in the air, 2 more times around for Bobby Rohr. Scott Gerdak in second. Ward Schell in third. Checker flag in the air for Bobby Rohr. He'll pick up the third and final heat race for the Rush Late Models. Johnson the 105. Mark Titus in the 25. Matt Kaczynski in the M16. Steve Simon also pulling double duty in 7th. Gary Olson in the 23 and Dalton Bradley in the 385. Coming out of turn 4, Hess is going to take lap 1, Calvert second, McGee third. Battle goes on for fourth between Simon and Titus. Two flags in the air, 2 more times, round 4 to 44. Hess really throwing it out there on the outside. He's got a 3/4 of a stretch of straightaway lead over the 7 of Calvert. Calvert in second. Third is the 11 of Mike McGee. White flag in the air one more time around. Donnie May in the 5, Justin Saxon the 88S, Tom Kaczynski in the 19, David Scott in the slow ride 3S, and Joe Lampier. Joel Watson leads with 2 in the books. Kyle Layton digging down on the bottom. He'll take a look to the inside of Watson. Watson's got the momentum going into turns 3 and 4. Watson going to put 3 laps in the books. 5 laps remain. Layton in second. Ramsey third. The slow ride, David Scott now up to 4th. Halfway in this one, 4 laps in, 4 laps remain. Kyle Layton continues to put the pressure on the 9-2 of Watson. Watson holds on here, 5 laps in, 3 laps remain. White flag in the air one more time around. Joel Watson, Kyle Layton, Ramsey third, and the slow ride 4th. Matt Alexander, your leader. Eric Reinwald in second. Greg Johnson in the 05, he's third. Johnson digs down on the bottom, looks to the inside, and Reinwald not able to make it. Trouble on the front stretch, going to bring out a caution here. Matt Alexander takes a green flag. We're back underway. 2 flags in the air, 2 more times for Matt Alexander. Greg Johnson makes the move and gets the second spot over Eric Reinwald. Reinwald falls back to 3rd. White flag in the air. 1 to go in our 3rd and final heat for the Niemeyer's Garage UMP modifier. Out now on the track is the Johnson's Car Care Collision Economons. Casey Harmon gets a little bit squirrely there, loses wholesale ground. He'll go back to the tail. Lap number 1 going to go to the 52 is Zach Etzel. Steve Simon in 2nd. Nathaniel Art throws it hard into turns 1 and 2 and loses the handle. 1 lap in of 8. Going to go back to green here. Zach Etzel, your leader. Steve Simon in 2nd. Sullivan 3rd. Shagla 4th. Dave Shagla was scheduled to start at the tail. He's worked up to the 4th spot. Chip Davis in the 1C gets squirrely on the front stretch here. Halfway being shown here, 4 laps in, 4 laps remain. Chip Davis loses the handle on the front stretch again here. That's his 2nd caution. Two flags in the air, 2 more times around for the 52 is Zach Etzel. So Gary Sullivan in the 47 was 3rd. Steve Simon finishes 2nd. And Zach Etzel picks up the heat race. Number 1 in the Johnson's Car Care Collision Economos. Lunger bring the field to green. Green flags out. Lunger's going to take the early lead. Dennis Lunger with a good size lead over the 71 of Steinle. Steinle in second. Halfway in this one, Dennis Lunger with a good size lead here. He puts lap 4 in the books. 4 laps remain. Steinle in second. Third, I believe, is the 38 of Brody Hill. Yes, Brody Hill in the third spot in that 38. Dennis Lunger takes the white flag. He's got a huge size lead over the 71 of Steinle. Green flags out. Third heat for the Johnson's Car Care Collision Economods is underway. We got trouble going in turns 1 and 2. They gather it all back up. They're 4 wide down the backstretch. More contact made down the backstretch. Going to bring out the yellow here. Caution comes out. No laps in one. Race up front here between the 12 car of Garrett Calvert. Calvert started in the 5th spot. He's now to the inside of Strongheart. Calvert's going to take the lead coming out of turn 4. Calvert takes the lead here. 2 laps in the books. Cody Strongheart is second. Halfway in this one, 4 laps in, 4 laps remain for the 12 of Calvert. Calvert's stretching his lead a little bit over the 36 of Strongheart. Brendan Warner now in the 3rd spot. Brendan Warner had a good season here at Erie's. He's now in 3rd. Garrett Calvert takes the 2 sticks in the air 2 more times around for the 12 seed. Calvert extends his lead. He's got a half-track lead over 36 of Strongheart. So Brendan Warner has a good run, finishes third in that 12-star car. Cody Strongheart in the 36 was second, and your winner in the 12C, it's Garrett Calvert. 9 cars, 8 laps. The Curtsy Food Pro Stocks coming to green. Murado and Bish go side by side into turns 1 and 2. Murado's got the advantage down on the bottom. Bish falls back to second. Justin Pratt there in third. Battle goes on for the 4th spot between Richard and Black. Lap number 1 going to go to the 15 of Murado. Murado takes lap number 1 over Bish, Pratt, Richard, and Black. Murado comes out of turn 4. This is going to be lap number 2. Murado takes lap number 2. Nose to tail they go here. Trouble looks like for Lane Ryan while he gets the fire back underway here. 2 laps in, 6 laps remain. Bish starting to gain some ground on the 15 of Murado. He'll take a look to the inside of Murado. Bish down on the inside. He's going to make a battle for that 1st spot. Side by side, they go down the backstretch for the lead. Murado holds on. Brent Murado going to bring him around here to the halfway point. 4 laps in, 4 laps remain. Battle shaping up for the 3rd spot. Jason Black to the inside of Pratt. Black's going to take the 3rd spot. Pratt falls back to 4th. Murado comes out of turn 4, still holding on to the lead, but Bish is there. Bish is right there on the back bumper of Murado. He's got it glued to the bottom. Murado's got the bottom squeeze here. We're going to have 2 flags in the air, 2 more times around for Brent Murado. Cars staying glued to the bottom here at the early stages of our heat races. Murado's got it down on the inside. Going to take the white flag one more time around for Murado. Bish lost some ground coming out of turn 4. Chris Withers goes to the outside. He'll try to make a move around Justin Pratt. Coming out of turn 4 here to the checkers. Brent Murado's going to pick up heat race number 1. Bish stays there in 2nd. Jason Black, the mover car there, got up to 3rd. Pratt holds on to 4th, and Chris Withers rounds out your top 5. So Jason Black advances to the 3rd spot from starting 8th. Finishing 2nd was the 29 of Kurt Bish, and your winner in the 15M, it's Brent Murado. Green flags out. Joe Steinreich gets a good start there over Roby. Roby climbs into the 2nd spot. Firestone rides in 3rd, Gibson 4th, and Appleby trying to advance. He's currently in 5th. He'll get to the inside of Gibson. A little bit of contact going through 3 and 4. Gibson holds on to that 4th spot. Some smoke coming out of the X of Gibson. Firestone a little bit loose there going into turns 1 and 2. Gibson not able to take advantage. Steinreich comes out of turn 4, puts lap number 2 in. 2 laps in, 6 laps remain. Steinreich's got the 04 car dialed in here at Erie's. He puts lap 3 in the books. Joe Steinreich 4 laps in, 4 laps remain. Steinreich's got it glued in. Nick Roby having a good run there in 2nd. First 2 cars got some gap there. 3rd is Chase Firestone. He's got Gibson there behind him. Gibson's pulled up to the back bumper but hasn't found his way around Firestone yet. laps remain for the 04 of Joe Steinreich. Roby having his best heat race of the year there in second. Gibson starting to put some heavy pressure on Firestone that too. Gibson keeps trying to look to the inside, but Firestone's got the two glued to the bottom. Roby gets by the 74 car, Harold Brown. Gibson gives a little tap to the two of Firestone. Still not able to make the pass. Firestone doing a good job blocking there down on the bottom. Steinreich comes out of turn 4 and picks up heat race number 2 for the Kurtz Food Pro Stocks. Roby in second. Firestone's going to finish in the third spot. Dean Gibson shows some pleasures to the two of Chase Firestone. Firestone finishes third, Nick Roby second, and your winner in the 04, that's Joe Steinreich. Cut your pit ban off and don't have it, it'll be $45. Heat race number 3 coming to green here. Green flags out, we're underway. Tim Bish takes off like a rocket. Speaking of rockets, that 777 of John Boardman started fourth, now up to second. Got a good start there. Lap 1's going to go to the 11 of Bish. Bish takes lap 1, Boardman second. Merwick in third. Fourth is the 1R of Aiden Buzel. Aiden Buzel in the 1R car. Fisher rounds out your top 5. Bish and Boardman have checked out from the field here. Merwick still in third and Buzel fourth. Coming out of turn 4 is your leader, Tim Bish. Bish is coming up on some slower cars. Boardman throws it hard in turns 1 and 2, loses some ground, able to save the car and keep her going. Tim Bish now with a good size lead here with 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for the 11 of Bish. Boardman in second, Merwick third. Battle goes on for 4th and 5th. Tim Bish takes the white flag. He's got this one in hand here as he goes down the backstretch. John Boardman just coming out of turn 2. Bish throws it in turns 3 and 4 and picks up heat race number 3 for the Kurtz Food Pro Stock. Appleby not seeing the 777 of Boardman coming up on him. Boardman made some contact there. So Merwick in the 513 finishes third. John Boardman in the 777 was second. And your winner in the 11, Tim Bish. Green flags out, we're underway. Trouble on the front stretch, multiple cars spinning around here. The 23 of Ricky Hauser. Jimmy Roberson in the 80. Green flags out, we're back underway. Baker takes the early lead here, 3 wide they try to go. Baker throws it hard in turns 3 and 4. Wilson stick, lap 1 gonna go to 620 of Baker. Baker takes lap 1, Roberson in second. Cole Strickland in third, Alex Bush in fourth. Strickland's got the 22 car on the outside. He'll battle Roberson for second. Battle shapes up for second. Alex Bush gets to the inside of Roberson. Bush is going to take the second spot, your 24-point champion. He moved up from 6th to 2nd. William Baker comes out of turn 4, takes the halfway point in this one. Alex Bush starting to close the gap between him and Baker. 2 laps remain. Battle still goes on for third between Roberson and Michael. Baker's your leader. Alex Bush now on the back bumper of that 620 car. White flag's going to come out this time out of turn 4. Baker holds on to the white. Bush is there. Michael third. Bush has got to run down on the bottom, and they'll go side by side down the backstretch for the lead. They race hard at turns 3 and 4. Baker tries to hold on. Bush there on the inside. Who's it going to be? Baker holds on and takes the victory. Bush finishes second. Michael third. Look out on the front stretch. We got cars spinning. Cameron Kramer gets there sideways right at the flag stand. Hard racing up front, hard racing in the middle of the pack. Nine cars in the L&D Tree Service Challengers coming your way. Green flags out. Jason Kerstetter, your leader, over the 87 of Mike Barr there in second. Holden Hyman in third. He started in the 7th spot, so Hyman's working his way up through the field. He may not be done yet. They're coming to the halfway point here. 3 laps are in, 3 laps to go. Holden Hyman, he makes his bid for the lead there. Hyman started again in 7th, now takes the lead going down the backstretch. Kerstetter goes into 2nd, Barr 3rd. White flags in the air one more time around for Holden Hyman. Checker flag waves for the 32 of Hyman. All right, heat race number 1 in the books for the L&D Tree Service Challengers. Mike Barr in the 87 was third. Finishing second in the 187 was Jason Kerstetter. All the way from the 7th starting spot, picking up the victory in the 32H. That's Holden Hyman. Holden Hyman takes green flags out. Here we go. Andrew Smith's going to take the early lead down the backstretch, going turns 3 and 4. Lap 1 goes to Smith. Second is Haley Moore. Third is Marcy. Marcy in third. Old Man Volpe runs fourth. Marcy makes his move on the outside, and Moore takes the second spot. Halfway being shown here, 3 laps in, 3 laps remain. Old Man Bope's worked his way up the third. Marcy's closed the gap between him and Andrew Smith. Smith's going to go into turns 3 and 4 and take the white flag this time. One more time around. Does Marcy have it? Or can Smith hold them off? I swear the 64 is making a new noise every lap. Marcy gets the inside of Smith, some contact. Smith closes the door and holds the 2 of Marcy off. And Old Man Volpe finishes third. Sounds like a country song. Pete Volpe finishes third, Matt Marcy in second, and Andrew Smith able to hold on in the 26 car. Pretty fast front row here. We'll see how this one pans out. Binger definitely gets a good start there. And Binger will take the lead going in turns 1 and 2. Lap number 1 going to go to Dan Bittinger in the 88. Alan Haskins has the second spot. He's getting challenged for it here in turns 1 and 2. Binger has taken off in the 88. He's got a good sized lead here, about half a track to 3/4 of a track. As they battle for second, third, and fourth. Aiden O'Neill's been working his way up through the field here. O'Neill in that 20 car now makes his bid for second on the inside. Aiden O'Neill starting 7th, now up to second. Three laps in, 3 laps remain in our third heat race for the LMA Tree Service Challengers.
So Brandon Huffman in the 34H will finish third. Aiden O'Neill did a nice job working up through the field in the 20. He'll finish second. And your winner in the 88, it's Dan Bittinger. Pace here down the backstretch into the turns. Fire anywhere in between those two cones. Green is out, and they're underway. Devin Bigelow in that 37 car has got a lot of colors going on. There it goes, the 37 car now firing around here. Lap 1 going to go to the 44 of Bryce Anderson. Anderson takes lap 1 to in second, Philip Powell in the 42. And I believe Domingo's worked his way up to the third spot in that 52 car. First caution comes out in heat race number 4 for the L&D Tree Service Challengers. I didn't want to jinx it. I didn't even mention it here, but 4 laps in, 2 laps remain in our 4th and final L&D Tree Service Challenger. Okay, green flags back out. Bryce Anderson took the lead early in this one. We'll see if he can hold off Domingo in that 52 car. White flag, side-by-side racing, turns 1 and 2. Anderson on the bottom, Domingo on top here, side-by-side coming out of turn 2. Domingo takes the lead coming out of turn 4 and picks up the 4th and final heat race for the L&D Tree Service Challengers. Philip Powell in the 42P was 3rd. Bryce Anderson will have to settle for 2nd. And Domingo Acharvia wins the 4th and final heat race. All right, top cars advancing to the feature will be the 234H. Billy Joe Hoffman will advance to the feature. King Kinder's going to go to the feature in the 45, or 44, sorry. Tyler Pearson in the 5, he'll advance to the feature. And the 40. Little 40 of Annalie Diablo going to advance to the feature.